Good morning, everyone. Say it's Monday morning, and you know what I just realized? I don't have a name for this day. Right, Berta? Yeah. Come on. Come up with a name. Do you have a name for it? I think I do. Let's call it Mellow Monday. Now, why Mellow Monday? Well, what I have discovered is that for many of us, myself included, the weekends actually end up being quite busy and quite full of activity, whether it's just personal things, parties you're going to, football games, whatever, getting shopping done, but also church activities as well. We really ramp it up because for many people, we're not working on these days. So you got to pack everything else into the weekend. So let's call it Mellow Monday, where we just kind of kick back a little bit and get back into our regular routines without all the rush and the hustle and the bustle and all that sort of thing. Mellow Monday for now, until we come up with a better name for it. But hey, I think that's what our psalm for this coming Sunday kind of helps us look toward, calling it Mellow Monday, because life needs to mellow out. And I see that happening in Psalm 63. Now, the superscript says it's a psalm of David when he's out in the Judean wilderness. And evidently, if you look at the last couple verses of the psalm, which are not part of our lectionary reading for this week, but uh, he appears to be in some sort of trouble. Some enemies are pursuing him. But the whole psalm itself, well, the 8 verses that we have in our lectionary reading actually point us in the direction of finding our ultimate comfort in a God who displays his incredible love for us. And we see that popping up a couple different times. I like the way it starts. Oh God, you are my God. I seek you. My soul, my whole being thirsts for you. My flesh faints for you as in a dry and weary land where there is no water. That gets you out in the wilderness, right? And think of all the things that take place in the wilderness throughout Scripture. And we often think of that the wilderness as the place where bad things happen, but it's also the place where we find God, where God becomes real to us in our lives. So he goes on, I've looked upon you in the sanctuary, and I've beheld your power and glory. Because your steadfast love, oh my goodness, we've had that word so many times in the Old Testament, steadfast love, your Hesed, however you want to pronounce it, either way's fine, is better than life. Because of that, my lips will praise you. You see, that's what the psalmist is finding. He's finding that relief through realizing it's God's love that surrounds him in his difficult moments. So I'll bless you as long as I live. I'll lift up my hands and call on your name. My soul, my whole being is satisfied as with a rich feast, and my mouth praises you with joyful lips. Wow, it goes from my soul is just desperately looking for you, and I'm thirsting for you, and I'm parched in this desert, and I find it, and it's as if I've just partaken of his great feast, and so I'm going to praise you. Wow. And then it goes on to say, when I think of you on my bed and meditate you on the watches of the night, that's when things are truly all back in place. You go to bed at night, and when you can just sit back and go, oh, what a great day, that is when you find your soul's rest. For you have been my help, and in the shadow of your wings I sing for joy. My soul clings to you. Your right hand upholds me. This is one awesome psalm, especially these first 8 verses. Like I said, the last three, they kind of deal with the personal problem that is troubling David at the time, or it's a personal problem that can trouble any of us. But read over these first 8 verses. Just read through it 2, 3, 4 times. Meditate on it, and you will see how it can be a source of strength in your Lenten journey, and especially if you're going into and through any wilderness wanderings. Well, God's blessings be with you, and hopefully you can find your way through the wilderness in a mellow way on this Mellow Monday. Blessings be with you.